You don't go here. Wait. Still got another minute. You gotta turn the key on.
Okay, ready? Hello, everyone.
Hey guys,
How are y'all doing today?
give us just a minute to get there. We got some.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
getting up there. Been
All
waiting
right.
all day. Good Lord, let's see. We've got
Hey guys.
people jumping in big time.
Right.
Let's see who all. Minuteman, Homestead,
Yeah, Roxanne,
Kara,
Bulldog, Music Well, Christo. How you doing, girl?
Kara, Doug and
Off-Grid, Doug and
Stacy,
Stacy,
Rough Hewn,
Kitty.
Cat Crazy, Chicken Coop.
Right.
Okay, so we've
All
got a lot jumped in right quick.
Right, quick. Y'all gonna have to bear with us. We have a severe thunderstorm that is moving in our direction, and it could be here within the next 30 minutes to an hour. We're not sure exactly what point it's going to get here. So if we have a problem, just understand what it is. We'll be back on when we can, and if we can't, then we can't.
And we're hoping we're coming in okay right now. We want to talk a little about the network.
Yeah. We've got a couple of new people that's been put on the network this week, and I'm gonna let Wanda tell you about them.
Well, first off, you got to tell them about the network. Who started it? What is it?
Brad.
Yeah.
Brad from Big Family Homestead started this network in which we've got going on here. It's been a real good journey for us. We enjoy meeting all the people. We enjoy all the different channels that keep coming on. I mean, to us, it's just a really good time for us to sit down and fellowship and to actually function with everybody. We love to see all the different channels. We love to see their opinions on things. We just love it. We love seeing people interact with each other, and we love to see this community come together.
And the website is thehomesteadnetwork.com. As you see across the bottom of our banner, you type that in plus.com, and it takes you to a website that will list all the other channels. And this week we've had last night, Friday night, we had Miss Volte from our half acre homestead
yep.
joined us. We didn't get to see her because we were going to our half acre homestead, and she was on her personal channel and did not realize it. And so, but we'll pick her up, later. And so we're really hoping to get to watch her. And then Brad mentioned we have a new one coming on. One of our favorites. She's our girl, so we have to claim her as our own. And I don't know that they've announced it yet, but we're going to.
Yep.
You want to tell them who?
Amanda from Freedom Acres.
We're going to have a girl channel.
Yep.
And so you guys be looking for Amanda from Freedom Acres. We claim her as one of our children, so we're really glad to see her coming on board. And on tonight, we've had start off with Living Like Claire, and then we had Off-Grid Kid, which we missed both of them because I was thinking 5 o'clock Central. They started 5 o'clock Eastern. So we kind of missed them. Plus, we've had kind of a weird day anyway.
And today's been one of them days for us.
And then after that is 46 Degrees North. Then DD Homestead. Living on a Dime. Then us. And American Homestead.
Yeah.
That rounds out our Saturday night. So we're hoping all of you can check out all these channels. And then on Sunday night, they have a full lineup, and I will not even try to tell you. Go check out thehomesteadnetwork.com for all these other listings.
Yeah.
And today's been kind of strange.
Today's been one of them days. I'm gonna tell y'all, if this relentless heat does not end soon, I honestly don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, our unit is having to run 24/7. I mean, it's just.
We can't hardly go outside.
We can't even, I mean, we go outside till about 9 or 9:30 in the morning.
I don't even
know if we make it that long. Today was 115-degree heat index here. And it's
about 90 or better humidity.
We went outside right before we went on air here, and it's still 95 degrees.
Yeah, and it's 8 o'clock here, so that tells you something.
Doug and Stacy says move north. Look, man, I've looked I have looked at this heat thing all over the whole United States, and it shows the whole center of the country is still under a heat.
Everybody's having heat.
Yeah.
But Danny did something the last couple of days that's made our day been so hectic today, and bless his heart, he decided to be a good Samaritan.
I was going to be a good Samaritan.
And he offered his corn for sale. So we thought we had 5 or 6 people that wanted some, and we would offer, put up 50 packs of corn for sale on Etsy, and we did a video. And bless his heart, I don't know, I've lost count on how many we've sold. So we want to thank you guys for that.
Yeah.
But believe me, when I started checking, it was one right after another, and we have worked on packaging seeds
since 9:30 this morning up until just a few minutes ago, and we still are not caught up.
And so I'm telling you guys, it's been pretty awesome. We've been packing seeds and writing out envelopes. Some of you are going to get them in envelopes.
Some of you get them in manila envelopes. Some of you,
you're going
to get them all kind of different ways, because we're having to package them different ways. We're having to shrink wrap some of them because
to put them in an envelope.
The Postal Service has screwed us, man.
No, I told him he was going to get in trouble.
She told me I was going to get in trouble when I said it, but I can't help it. They tell us we can't put them in an envelope because of the way it goes through the system, and we have to pay an outrageous fee. So we've decided to shrink wrap them where they can't flop around in the envelope.
And he's been shrink wrapping.
I've been shrink wrapping these seeds today because it's just stupid to have to do what they want to do, But we're getting them together. I want to thank y'all.
It was awesome. So we were figuring, I think I put 50 up, and within 2 to 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
30 or 40 of them had done sold, so I had to put back up to 50 again. So I'm not sure what it's even down to now. Well, I make a video on making an apricot
cobbler.
I have not made an apricot yet. So when we have some, yes, I will.
But
they couldn't get Etsy to come up. Okay, you have to type in Etsy/store/Deep South Homestead. That's the way you get it. And I also had a link under the
Etsy link is down.
Yeah. Oh, is that it? So Etsy may be down right now, but try again later. Thank you, Weetree. It's in the description though, if you need it under the video. But when Etsy goes down, everybody's having problems with internet tonight. So it could be we may have it before long.
Yeah, we may have it before it's over with. But just thank y'all. I mean, we never dreamed that many people wanted the corn seeds, and it's just been amazing. I'm just floored. Let's see.
Yeah, they're putting it up, the Etsy store. So thank you guys. We have some really great moderators here that are on it.
It says the corn is not on there anymore, Kara said.
On what?
On Etsy. Did they buy it all and you didn't put it up?
They possibly have bought it all. I'll have to put some more up.
We'll have to put some more up. We'll just keep putting it up as long as y'all want it, because we only do like 50 packs at a time, because we don't want to just, put too many at a time, because I didn't know how many people wanted it.
Okay, so y'all give me till after the show, and we will put up 50 more or so, and we'll keep doing it. I didn't realize it'd run out because, bless your heart, I mean, we've been so busy. I haven't even checked the site in 2 hours or
It's been 2 hours. About every 2 to 3 hours, it clears out and we have to put more on.
Yeah. So we've been really busy doing that today, and Danny wants to talk a little about the corn. That was one of the things we had people ask about field corn in particular.
Field corn
versus sweet corn.
Versus animal feed. Versus human food, human corn. First of all, everybody's saying, yeah, more corn, more corn, more corn.
We're going to do that.
Sweet corn is bred for its sugar content. Now you can get sweet corn comes in lots of different hybrid varieties. We don't use any of the hybrids here. We stick to the heirloom varieties. We do the Stoll Evergreen. Predominantly, that's the one that we do. We do have Country Gentleman. There is a Bantam that's a heirloom. And to me, those are actually better corns than the ones that they hybridize and breed up. And now, sweet corn is one of those that when you harvest it, you've got about an hour to an hour and a half after you pull it off of that stalk before the sugars in it actually start turning into starch. That's the reason a lot of people, when they put up their sweet corn, it doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
When they get through, they go, this just doesn't taste that sweet, because
when you do it fresh, it's really sweet tasting. Yeah. And if you wait a while putting it up, and then you put it in the freezer, and sometimes people will pack it like on top of each other.
Yeah.
And then the heat is still in there.
Right.
That causes it to taste.
That actually causes it to sour.
Yeah.
And you don't ever want to do your sweet corn in any kind of aluminum or anything like that. It always needs to be in like granny ware or stainless or something like plastic. You can do it in that, because if you put it in aluminum, it will take on a metallic taste to it. So you don't want to ever do that with sweet corn. But now field corn, there's many varieties of field corn. Field corn is the same exact corn as animal feed or anything like that, simply because, let me explain to you, any field corn, any corn you buy in the store for animal feed today, unless it is otherwise stated on the bag, is GMO. It's all genetically modified.
Yeah.
And really, to be honest with you, that corn is not really fit for human consumption or animal consumption. All it's fit for is to make ethanol out of. Now, if you buy feed, you don't have a choice basically in a lot of areas. We don't have a choice here. If we go to the store to buy corn, then the corn that we buy, it will be GMO, because we don't have any way of buying non-GMO corn where we live at. And yes, we do have to purchase it sometimes, because we don't have a choice. If I can't raise enough to keep my animals fed all year, then we have to buy some GMO corn. We just don't have a choice.
Because it's too expensive to buy the other.
If you try to buy the other and have it shipped in here, it's like $25 per 50 pounds, which is more than what we can afford.
And our animals will eat 50 pounds in less than 2 weeks.
Yes. Now, my corn that I have created, the Danny corn, it is a field corn. But you can also grind it to make cornmeal out of, you can grind it to make grits out of, and it can also be used for animal feed because it is an heirloom and it is non-GMO. As far as I know, it's non-GMO, unless the honeybees have went somewhere that I'm not aware of and cross-pollinated it some way. And that's something I might want to point out to y'all. If a lot of y'all live in areas where they do a lot of corn planting, and they plant GMO corn, it is possible if you plant it, if the honeybees are around and the wind's blowing hard and it's close enough, that it could cross-pollinate with GMO. So those are some things that you're just going to have to keep in mind when you plant this. But field corn can be fried in a skillet, because I was asked that question, can you fry sweet corn in a skillet? You could fry sweet corn in a skillet, but the sugar content is so high in it till you're going to have to be on it at all times or it will scorch.
You don't walk away from it.
You do not walk away from it. You have to
constantly be twisted. Danny, can you figure out how to grow creamed corn like...
Creamed corn is sweet corn.
It's just sweet corn.
It's just sweet corn that's been cut off the cob. That's all it is.
We grow it all the time here at
Hammock. We grow it and cream style it ourselves all the time.
It just won't do it itself. You got to work at it, Hammock. That's all I can tell you. Oh my
And Kara
gosh.
says, oh my gosh, she loved the corn sheller thing. She says, I got to have one now. If you want one, you go to our store on our webpage.
DeepSouthHomestead.com. No, yeah, DeepSouthHomestead.com. On our books and Amazon affiliate page, we put one of those corn shellers. But granted, it's a new one for I think
it's
$79
$79 or $80. It's right there, which is real cheap because I paid like $100 and something for this old antique of mine.
But it works.
But it works. I mean, I rebuilt it and it works.
So anybody that wants one can go and look. We had a gift come this week.
Yes, we did.
We're always getting things.
We're always getting things, and we have a lady that I'm especially fond of. This person. I mean, she's one of my sweethearts, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
She thinks the world of me and Wanda, and we think the world of her. I'm not gonna call her name, but she's always giving us. She knows who she is.
She's my New York lady.
Yeah, she's our New York lady.
Look, she sent this awesome gift this week, and she also sent us the pasta a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that came on our anniversary. Well, this came, and I'm gonna tell you, look at this. Can y'all see that?
That's awesome. This is a cast iron skillet, and it is in the shape of the United States. It's so nice that
Danny's going to mount it.
Yeah, we don't even want to cook in it. It's so nice.
I'm not cooking in this one.
I'm gonna have to build Wanda a bracket to.
It is an iron skillet in the shape of the United States, and it is a. What did you say? It's Oh, they're only making so many.
Oh, they're only making so many of these.
It's a limited edition.
It's a limited edition, yeah.
And I think that's pretty awesome. So thank you so much for that. And I have another lady that I'm assuming lady. It's living strategically. This person, living strategically, sent us these. And if y'all don't know what this is mailing labels. Guess what we've been doing all day? I have been using these mailing labels. I used some with the cookbooks, and then I started today because I would have been writing all day long if I had not had these mailing labels. So living strategically, just know that we really appreciate that. I'm going to run out probably in the next day or so.
Yeah, it's just.
But I will have to think about. She did such a good job on the mailing labels, and I'm going to have to figure out how I can do that because that's not something I've done before, and I like those.
It is nice, I can tell you that. Now we had a visitor this week. Y'all are going to see a video come up here probably in the next few days. We were just sitting around here just taking it easy, and we get a phone call, and one of our very first subscribers, probably number 4.
I think he said it was number 4 or number 5.
But when we first started YouTubing, and he just made a phone call to us, and he says, I'm in your area, can I come by?
He said, well, let me tell you what he said. He said, I'm in the area, or I'm close by.
I'm close by.
Now, you guys know what the United States looks like. You know where Florida is? Okay, he was in Florida, and that's close by to Mississippi,
just close to Mississippi, yeah.
So, he came on. You want to tell him who it was?
Yep, it was Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and I just want to give a shout out to him for dropping by and sitting down here with his family and for some of his friends and sitting here just shooting the bull. They wanted to walk around the homestead, wanted to look at it and see how it was going and what was going on. We enjoyed having them here. We shot a little video while they were here, and you'll see that up probably in the next, sometime this coming week. I'm not sure exactly when it will be. But Daniel from Arms Family, and he hadn't put a lot of videos up here lately because they've been doing some vacationing with their kids before school starts back and family.
And he is also a policeman.
He is a highway patrolman, and kudos to him for putting his life on the line every day to protect people. And I just want y'all, if you ain't never been to Arms Family Homestead, to go over and check him out. Subscribe to him because he's really a cool guy. He lives in Oklahoma. He's got him a nice little farm there. He's got some goats and some chickens and stuff like that. So check out Daniel from Arms Family Homestead.
What?
What was that? It was American Skillet Company.
It's American Skillet Company, yes. And I can make these labels, but she put our logo on them, and I've not tried that yet. I'm not sure what to do to put the logo on the labels. I haven't played with that. I haven't had time.
Yeah,
we're in the process of writing Danny's book on sweet potatoes.
It's almost finished.
It's almost there, but I can't release it yet because I'm very picky about things and it's driving him crazy.
Yeah.
But he said he trusts me on the book, so he would have just put out some information and it would just have been there. I have to perfect it.
Somebody wants to know why. I saw our lemongrass is beautiful. Why do we grow so much of it? Well, this is the bottom line. I was given one little clump of lemongrass several years ago, and I just left it out here in the yard in one spot. When me and Wanda got married, we just kept looking at that big clump of lemongrass, and I told her, I said,
it was out of place.
It was just out of place.
To be there.
I said, why don't we put a border down our road by the garden, be a good insect deterrent. And at that time, deer were really fooling the garden bad, so we just broke that thing up into individual little sticks and planted them all the way down the driveway. And it's been 3 years, and the stuff has spread like wildfire.
And it's beautiful, and it smells so good, and I don't know if it's deterring any animals or not, but
it had no deer back in the garden.
Not had deer in it. But the bugs are still there, but maybe not as bad. I mean,
they're not as bad as they were.
We can't say that lemongrass is good for that, so that's why we plant a lot of lemongrass. Okay, you have a giveaway to do.
Oh, I do.
Yes, you do.
I had almost forgot.
He started this corn thing, right? So he has to do the giveaway.
Well, okay, here's the deal. I've decided tonight on a live stream to give away a pack of my Danny corn.
2 packs.
2 packs of it, I'm sorry. I'm going to give away 2 packs of Danny corn tonight on this show. And what you have to do to get this corn, or to be the winner of this corn, let me put it that way, is when I tell you to, you have to start typing Danny corn by your name. And Wanda has already got has got 2 numbers in her head. And when those 2 numbers pop up, let's say for instance she's going to say, I'm going to pick number 2 and number 29 that types Danny corn. Then number 2 and number 29 will be the one that gets the Danny corn. So what I'm going to tell you to get ready, and when I say start typing Danny corn, if you're interested in a pack of it, then start typing. Now, start typing Danny corn now.
And we'll see.
And we'll see who the winners are. One who's got 2 numbers in her head. Because I feel like that it's just fair for me to just give some away.
Okay, go ahead.
So, this particular corn is something that
wait, now I gotta run back. Okay, while he's talking, guys, I gotta run back because I caught one and missed all the others.
She's gonna have to be playing with the screen here in just a minute. So, I do hope y'all enjoy this corn because it's something I've worked on for many years. And like I said in the video, I hate to just set it out here and put it up in the corn crib and just let the animals eat it up, because there's so many of y'all that could actually use it and grow on your place. I just never dreamed that many people would want corn. It just blew me away. So we started. Got to keep going.
Okay.
Keep on rolling. Keep rolling. There you go.
Okay,
you get to it now. Okay. So we've decided to do this to bless y'all, and hopefully y'all will get a blessing out of it. Now it's going to be next year before you can actually plant it, but what I'm going to ask you to do is to put it in the freezer because it's straight out of the field. I have not had a chance to put it in the freezer yet to be able to kill any insects in it. And usually what I do is put it in for 2 weeks at a time. And after after two weeks is up, I take it out. Or if you want to leave it in the freezer, it's not going to hurt it to leave it in the freezer until next year. Because to be honest with you, I leave mine in the freezer year round. I don't even take it out.
Somebody said they think the chat window's going to explode. Y'all ought to see my face. Oh, y'all probably did. I was trying to count, and all of a sudden it went boom, and it's just like
it just started rolling so fast she couldn't count.
Okay, the two numbers I had. The first person is Kathy Beals, Beals, and the second one is, I'm not sure how to say this, but Michiemca, I don't know.
Michiemca?
Michiemca, and Kathy Beals. If you two will send me a message either on the About page in the YouTube messaging, or go to info@deepsouthhomestead.com and leave us an email there. Anytime any of you need anything, want to know anything, go to info@deepsouthhomestead.com.
Yeah.
So Kathy Beals and Michiemca.
All right, I hope y'all enjoy the corn. I hope you are able to get some kind of benefit out of it.
Wallace Knifework said that wasn't his name.
Oh, I'm sorry, Wallace. You should have changed your name in time.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Now, we wanted to talk a little bit about the different videos that we've done this week, and I did the laundry detergent. Actually, that laundry detergent we had made when Danny and Leslie Fox were here before, that scratch-made Homestead.
Yeah.
While they were here, we kept them busy. You guys know we did all these videos that we did on our channel and they did on theirs.
They were working when they were here.
They worked the whole time they were here. And we just didn't get the laundry soap up that week. And things kept coming up and kept coming up. So we decided to do the laundry soap this week and go ahead and get it out there. And it was a fun time. We had a lot of fun, but you can change the recipe a little bit to suit whatever, because a lot of people ask questions on it. What you laughing at now?
Grandma's Homestead said, "Watch the internet shut down over the corn."
It's loud to love candy corn and circus peanuts.
That's pretty funny.
Hey, y'all want to make me happy? Candy corn is the way to do it. Now I could eat my weight in candy corn.
Yes.
Just saying.
Cynthia said, "I got the next best thing." She got 4 quarts of whole figs.
Oh yeah, she did. She got her figs this week.
Yes. We mailed her some figs and she enjoyed them.
All right. Now.
Okay. Any more about your soap?
No, we're good. But that was just an older video that I had to get through to get it on up. Okay.
Y'all have to excuse me, man. It's been so hot today. I've been busting my tail all day. I'm almost sleepy. Y'all must have to work with me.
He can't go to sleep, right, folks?
I can't go to sleep right now. That's for sure. I'm actually burning up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sitting here in the house burning up.
Okay, so hello, Mike Miller.
Hey, Mike. I want to tell you, I love your library on books, man.
Yes, he did a good job.
He did a good job on that.
You guys want to see a banged up library of Homestead books? Check out Mike Miller's channel. He has a lot of books.
I thought I had a lot of books, but Mike's got a lot of books.
Doug and Stacy says Danny has moonshine. Not yet. It's still corn.
It's still corn right now. It might not end up that way, but it is right now.
If we pour some sugar over those stalks as hot as it is, do you think it'd
It'd ferment cook.
It probably would.
Yeah, it would do it.
You could just sell stuff and get rich. Just love you and what you do so much. Well, we're going to sell his book before long, so Miss Faye got her cookbook today. Yes.
All right.
All right, Nikki. So
is Fred, and he's about to freeze.
Yeah, freeze. Really.
Freeze.
It's not that cold.
Yeah, it's not that cold. Okay.
So now Danny did his porch time on book reviews, and it was actually some book reviews we did before, but he wanted to catch all the new people up because we're going to start off and on ever so often doing different book reviews, and then we'll be posting them on our website on the affiliate page if they're still in print or you can find them.
Yeah.
And that way, that does give us a little bit of income because we have been trying to find a way to have something coming in.
Yeah, because I mean, since the heat has set in on down here, I keep records, and actually since February,
Mm-hmm.
it's been in the 80s. But our lowest temperature during the day has been in the 80s here since February. So we have not had any break from the heat, and it has destroyed our garden this year. We usually make a little bit of money off our garden to kind of keep our homestead going. But this year, the garden is just about gone. I mean,
we have enough to keep us going, and we've kept enough, but we have not sold out of our garden this year. I doubt if we've even sold $100.
I doubt if we sold $100 worth of stuff this year.
It just hasn't been enough just to keep us going, and we have been canning everything we can because we don't want to run out ourselves. We would rather have, what we do is can what we can't have, and then if there's any left over, and there just hasn't been any left over. So,
yeah.
And so that was what his porch time's on this time.
Yeah, it was about books, and it's going to be some more books, you know, in the future, my porch times, because I'll be throwing some in along as we go, because I feel like that if the internet goes down,
yeah.
Then, you know, you're going to need these books, and I won't, people keep asking me, what kind of books do we have? What kind of books do we have? So that's basically what I do, is every so often we'll put a book out there and let y'all see what's in our library here, and hopefully you can get it. What we'll do is put it up on our account system there so that you don't have to go hunt it up, and you'll know exactly the book that we have.
Hi, BC. Yes, and I'm going to start with the herbs. I keep saying that, but it's just we have so much going on till it's crazy. And we don't have a job. I don't know what we'd do if we worked all day and we had to do stuff. We'd never keep up.
There's no way.
We are trying to keep up with everything. The figs have finally slowed down. I don't know. We picked just a handful every day and actually tried to get Daniel and his family to eat the figs. Daniel tried
a fig, yeah.
The others would not even touch the figs.
They wouldn't touch the figs. They couldn't believe that we actually boil peanuts down here.
Yeah. They were shocked.
They were shocked. They said, why does every place you go down here got boiled peanuts? And I told them, I said, well, it's a southern tradition. You're going to have to try it, you know? And
they were not willing to try boiled peanuts either, I don't think. They thought they were
Homestead Quail said if the internet goes down, they're going to have Saturday night withdrawals.
Oh, y'all poor things.
We probably will too, because I'm going to tell y'all something. We don't get any visitors here, hardly, other than other YouTube people who come. We don't have any family that comes here, hardly. And I mean, our neighbors may drop by occasionally, but actually, to be honest with you, we've had more YouTube friends come by than we've had family, than we've had neighbors or anything. So if the internet went down, we would have withdrawals because we couldn't talk to y'all. This is our fun time. I mean,
this is our Saturday night. I mean, we're not going on a date. We're out with y'all, okay? This is our date night, I guess. Grandma asked if we'd heard of fig wine. Now,
I don't believe I've ever heard of fig wine.
Now, we have people buy our blueberries and make blueberry wine.
We've had people buy peaches and make peach wine, strawberries, muscadines, and stuff like that, but I have never had anybody ask for fig.
We'll have to ask Jody now. A friend of ours, Jody, makes some excellent wine. He doesn't make the cheap wine. He lets it sit for at least 6 months, I think.
Yeah.
And he takes it off at like twice or 3 times before, you know, if you know anything about wine.
Yeah.
You don't just do it one time, you have to keep
Right. If you want good clear wine, it's got to be done several times.
And he does that with some of our stuff, and the blueberry's just awesome, you know. And we'll have to ask him about the peach now.
Grizz wants to know if we ever tried growing Marconi. If you're talking about the red Marconi peppers, yes, that is the pepper we grow here, and we love it.
I have cut up a buttload of them things. Today, in fact, I had to cut up quite a few.
Yeah, she's been cutting them things up. Them plants I've got some of them that's almost as tall as I am, and they just keep producing peppers. They just keep going.
Vern says he doesn't have visitors because they have rattlesnakes.
Well, we have rattlesnakes.
We had one here too when his daughter was here.
Yeah, when my daughter was here, I killed one on my carport out here. It had 9 rattlers and a button.
Yeah, so no one comes here either. They're afraid of the work, I guess. Okie Rob, that's it.
That's it.
If you come here, chances are we have been sitting down with a lot of the visitors, but once you come the second time,
once you come the second time, like Scratch Made and Homestead,
you're not
visiting anymore. You're part of the homestead, man. You got to work.
Have to work, and we're fixing to get woofers. That's something that Julianne at Dirt Patch Heaven, who will be on the Homestead Network tomorrow night.
Yeah.
She's using woofers, and she did a what you call it, a video on woofers today or yesterday one.
Okay.
And so now what's going on now?
Chris says not Marconi, macaroni.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, man. I thought he said Marconi. Okay.
But anyway, somebody asked about homemade soap. I don't do homemade soap. I do the homemade laundry soap, if that's what you're asking.
You did it when what's her name was here?
Yeah, Brittany. I did make some homemade soap, regular bar soap.
Bar soap when Brittany was here. Yeah.
When Danny's wife passed away, Debbie.
Yeah.
She used to make soap, and I'm telling y'all, we had soap out. I mean, there was just soap everywhere here. So we're still using on that.
We're still using soap made 5 and 6 years ago.
It's been at least 6 years.
Yeah.
And so now we're starting to get to the end of it. And I've had 2 or 3 people send me soap, which I'm very thankful for, because that'll extend my life a little longer. But when it starts getting down to the last couple of bars, I probably will try to make soap on my own. But
Mike wants to know, is any problems with the new greenhouse? Well, the only problem is
it's hot.
We can't get in it. We have the corn hanging in it drying right now because when the storm blows it down, and we have a storm at least once or twice a week, and we have to go out there and get it up off the ground, cut the stalks, and we hang it in the greenhouse to let it dry because it's like 180 degrees in there.
Miss Faye said we better get woofers from around here or they won't be able to handle it. Well, I've been asking them about the heat, because that's something we're really worried about, is people coming here and can't handle the heat, which we won't make them work out in the middle of the day anyway.
No, I wouldn't put them out there in the heat.
We wouldn't go out. We're not sending anybody out. We'll work our times around that.
That is one of our biggest concerns when we get a woofer, is this extreme heat. And we are holding off till it gets a little bit cooler, just simply for that reason. Because Wanda and I, for the last couple of days, we've got a room in our barn out there. We installed air conditioning in it yesterday. And today, I floated the sheetrock out in it. And I've been cleaning.
It's actually supposed to be like a little room that someone could stay in. So we're going to have a nice little woofer room before long.
We're building a woofer room in the barn. We wanted air conditioned and stuff like that. It's got a bathroom in it.
It's got a little mini
kitchen
area, just like a little. You make coffee and heat stuff up. Plus, it has a microwave.
It has a microwave out there, and plus you can go in my butchering room. There's sinks in there. There's sinks in the room there. We're in the room where the woofer will be. There's all this stuff in there.
Somebody asked, do woofers bring their own camper? No, they usually fly in or they come on a bus, because they are usually from out of the United States. We found very few in the United States. I have one that I'm talking to that is in the United States, and I have one from Mexico, or 2 from Mexico actually, I think.
Yeah.
And then we have several from other countries that have asked, and so we're trying to plan how to work around them. So that'd be cool for you to have a woofer.
How about a YouTuber sober room?
Well, if we had
YouTubers that wanted to work, it'd be fine.
That would be awesome, because the deal is they don't get any money. They just get knowledge.
You just get knowledge and you get experience. And then what we have to do is we have to provide the food and a place for them to sleep. And so we think that's pretty cool. James, no, we don't make wine. We have people that buy stuff from us that does make wine, but we don't make it.
Yeah, Krista was asking how much do we have to pay. We don't pay anything except food and a place to sleep. And so we have one guy that was saying he was willing to sleep in his hammock, but I'm really not thrilled with the idea of them being outside here just because. I'd rather them be in a room, so we're fixing that.
Beef 76 says we'll work for corn.
Come on.
Oh, come on. You get you some corn, man.
We're willing. Right now, we've got several projects that
we've got a lot of projects that's got to be done. What's happened since the relentless heat has moved in here this summer, we've not been able to get out and get our work done like we need to get done, and things has gotten away from us. We actually have like 7 major projects here that was planned to be done this year, and they've not been done.
Krista says she has 7 woofers.
Oh yeah, that wolfs down everything she cooks?
Yep, pretty much. Krista, those are loafers, Grandpa said. They're not woofers,
they're not loafers. Those are loafers. We call them rugrats, crumb snatchers, curtain climbers, you know.
Don't get him started on the old.
Oh, look, you get me started on the old ways now. I'm liable to come up with anything. I'm liable to say anything. I try to keep this from a good family show. Let's just keep it that way.
All right, Kitty's Homestead says she went from hot to wet, so I'm assuming they're getting a lot of water right now.
They must be getting some water right now. So
I think our storm missed us. I don't think we got it.
Well, it ain't time yet. It's supposed to be here between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, so we're hoping that it don't make it, to be honest with you, but
we have had some people buying cookbooks. This is something I did want to mention on our Etsy store. For whatever reason, Etsy figures the postage a different way than our post office does. So if you're in, I think both of them were in England. Anyway, overseas.
UK.
UK, that's what I was looking for.
She's looking for those two letters. They don't nobody say the words anymore. Everybody uses letters.
UK. Anyway, Etsy doesn't figure postage right for the UK. So if you are over there and you want to order a cookbook, you have to add $13.50 to the price of the cookbook. I mean, not to the cookbook, for shipping. Etsy only charges, I think, $9 and something. And it's wrong according to our post office. So for anybody that is ordering a cookbook out of country, you might want to contact me first and let me ask our post service what it costs before you start typing in, because it is going to be a little crazy. And we also heard a while ago on Living on a Dime that if you send to Canada, lots of times books don't make it into Canada. So if you're ordering from Canada, it's going to be an iffy thing. We may ask at the post office on that one too, but so far I've not had anybody order from Canada yet that I know of. So
okay, we're talking about what's the next thing we had?
Fried corn.
Fried corn. There was
I believe we had more comments on fried corn than anything
in a long time. Because I'm gonna tell you what, there's nothing any better than fried corn, field corn now that is, in an old cast iron skillet. It's just hard to beat that taste coming out of an old cast iron skillet.
Okay, Wayne's Homestead wanted to know where is a good place to sell an ebook. Okay, we're going to be putting Danny's book in an ebook, and we're going to be putting it on Etsy. Julianne told us the best thing to do is put it on Etsy. So we're going to try his book possibly on Etsy. Within the next 2 weeks. I'm not going to say next week, but
Deep South is banned in Canada.
Really, in American Homestead, okay, really.
Really? Come on. We may be for all I know. I mean, that may be true. We'll have to ask Ms. Bolte.
Well, Mike could tell us.
An American Homestead, okay.
Yeah, we're going to have to ask Ms. Bolte.
We'll have to get in contact and find out if that's
true. Just see what we have to do to get it over there. All right, but no, if his book comes out, it's possibly going to be within 2 weeks. Maybe this next week, but I'm not promising.
Yeah, I wrote the book, but you have to understand, I'm not the best at things, at putting words in order.
He does not capitalize the word I.
Yeah, I just write, and I just put my thoughts down on paper, and I need her because she's really good with putting stuff like that together, and I've just left it with her, so when she's finished with it, y'all will get it,
Exactly.
And the good thing about it is, in this book, anytime I do something in this book, there is a picture to show you how it's done.
Yes. For anybody that really doesn't want to read, you can flip through the pictures.
Yeah, if you could actually plant sweet potatoes just by looking at my pictures because I have it broken down so well.
Yeah, and so now they're talking about our fried corn. Yes, we had a lot of comments on that, and it's really easy. It's a quick way to fix it.
It's really quick. I mean, I grew up eating it that way because, sweet corn here, you get about 6 weeks, and if you don't get the sweet corn in 6 weeks, it's just over, you know. Sammy Joe, Mr. Danny, do you know how to save seed potatoes from your... on potatoes 1 year to the next. Yeah, we just save our potatoes in the root cellar. I mean, that's all it is, basically.
Now, for somebody that doesn't have a root cellar, though.
If you don't have a root cellar, they have to stay cool.
But not froze.
Not froze. They got to stay cool with a humidity of around 80 to 90%. So some people put them in sand, damp sand. Some people, I mean, there's lots of different ways.
Some people even dig holes in the ground way deep.
Yeah.
So it won't be up close to the surface and freeze.
Right.
This is an old timer's way, I think.
Yeah.
You dig a deep hole and you bury them, but not, you've got to put them in something. They can't be just put the potatoes in.
A lot of people put a plastic garbage container down in the ground with a lid on it so that the water can't get in.
And the water and
the corner of a basement, like Keith said, that'll work good. Somebody wants to know, what was the chicken spaghetti we talked about?
Yes, chicken spaghetti. That was the next deal. Okay, people. Chicken spaghetti is simply, you take a chicken, you boil it down, and you take the meat off, and you save the meat and the broth. Then to that, you boil your spaghetti and have it ready. You drain your spaghetti. You take the chicken and the meat, the broth, and the spaghetti. Put it in a thing. Add onions, bell peppers. Let's see. Then you add a cream of mushroom, and I don't do cream of mushroom or cream of chicken, so I make my own from a scratch recipe that I have, but you can use, if you use it, that's fine. And then you add a can of Rotel tomatoes, and I make my own out of our tomatoes and our hot peppers. And then to that you add cheese, lots and lots and lots of cheese, whatever amount of cheese you want. And you mix it all up, put it in the oven, and cook it. It's like one of the most awesome things. My kids love it. Danny loves it. As long as I don't get it too hot.
As long as you don't get it too hot.
Now, I like it hot. I like a lot of hot peppers in it, but he likes it a little on the mild side. So that is chicken spaghetti. Yeah,
the old refrigerator or freezer will work in the ground as long as you can keep the water out of it. That's the biggest issue. Make sure it don't get any water in it.
Can you boil the spaghetti in some broth? Yes, that just gives it more chicken flavor.
Now, there was a question that came about earlier. I've been keeping it in my head. I want to know about how many ears of corn does my stalks make. It depends on how well you fertilize it. If you load it up with fertilizer really good and heavy, it'll make 2 good ears per stalk. Now, you asked the question also from seed to harvest. I don't know if you meant from harvesting to eat or harvesting it being dry, but from seed to drying time averages about 140 to 150 days.
Yeah.
And the two will depend on the weather.
And the eating time would have been about 2 weeks ago?
No, it would have been more than 2 weeks. It would have been about a month ago.
Yeah, it was probably close to a month ago. So you take about 30 days off of.
Yeah, somewhere around 100 to 110 days you can eat
just to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be it. All right, your next one was the fig jelly.
Yes, that is some awesome stuff, y'all. We cook our figs to make fig preserves. Mm-hmm. And rather than sit there and cook those things for hours and hours and hours, what we do is we take all the juice off of them and then put our sugar in and make our fig preserves. But when we take that juice off, what we do is we run it through like a jelly bag. Well, we use a strainer.
We just used a strainer.
We use a strainer to catch the little seeds out of the figs in. And we strain that stuff so it's real clear because it'll take on a beautiful pink color. And then we add a little bit of lemon juice to it so it doesn't lose that pinkish red color. Add our sugar to it and put it in jars and can it with some pectin. And look, that stuff makes some awesome fig jelly.
Yeah, I had the recipe last year and I didn't try it last year. But this year I had so much juice in those figs. They were so, just full of juice.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm not throwing this away. The pigs aren't getting it, Did I end up putting in 2 packages of pectin? Yes, I did in that batch that did not work. I reran it again and put another box of pectin and a little bit more sugar because it just did not work cutting down that much sugar. I cut it way down on sugar.
Yeah, because I don't like a lot of sugar in what I do because I like to taste the actual product in which I'm eating. And if you keep just adding sugar, then sugar's all you taste. I like to taste the fruit.
Can you make prune jelly? I'm sure you can. You can even
but
make,
you'll go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you can even make jelly out of corn stalks. There's corn cob jelly.
Corn cob jelly, yeah.
Corn cob, the cob, not the stalk.
Not the stalk, yeah.
Yeah, you can make any kind of jelly. You can make it out of anything imaginable. I've heard people making all kinds of jelly. So whatever you got available could be made into jelly. All right, the next one was the corn drying process.
Corn drying process, yes. That's something we didn't really plan on this year. I'm going to be honest with you. The corn stalks this year grew up to be, some of them was 14, 15 feet tall. And
the wind.
The wind, just because it's so tall and those ears were so long and heavy, till when we got those windstorms in here, it blew them down. And it didn't blow all of them down, but it blew some of them down. And what we would have to do is we'd have to take and cut those stalks off and take them to the greenhouse and let them finish drying in the greenhouse. And we've had to do that actually several times because the ears this year have been extremely heavy. As the stalks dry, the ears are just too heavy. When they break down, the stalks break down.
Yeah, and we haven't even taken, I'd say maybe 150 to 200 ears out of the field, and there's probably 1,000 to 2,000 ears there. So that's another reason we need a woofer or a volunteer, is to help get the corn crib done and get the corn in the crib before the critters get the corn.
Yeah.
So we've got
Cynthia says she's snacking on some of those whole figs.
Oh, they are good, aren't they?
They are good, yeah.
Danny snacks on them quite often.
I snack on them all the time. They're really, really good.
I'm one that eats the jelly more than the whole figs. He likes the whole figs because they're not so sweet.
Yeah.
All right, we've got to hurry because we've got...
what's our time here? We got 10
minutes? Okay.
10 minutes, yeah.
The corn sheller.
The corn sheller, yes.
We did put it on our site on deepsouthhomestead.com. There is a corn sheller there. A lot of people like that thing. Well, it comes in handy. If you have to sit there and take that off with your hands hurt taking that corn off. Danny's done some.
I grew up as a kid having to sit there with my hands and shell corn off all the time. And I said to myself, when I get to be of age, if I ever have my own cornfields, I'm going to find the corn sheller.
And he's actually had to shell some in the last couple of days because of his idea of giving away corn. He's hand shelling
I'm hand shelling, having to,
so I don't. It so that he doesn't send any bad seed.
Yeah.
He's being very, very picky because I told him I would count out the seeds, and he said no because I would put bad seed in there.
Yeah, because every seed packet that goes out, I hand pick every one of those seeds and put them in a pack. So. Because I don't want to send somebody my corn and it not be a good seed.
Somebody wants to know, where do we sell the figs? I thought they were done for the year. We don't really sell the figs. We just had one lady asked, private message, would we send her some, and we did. She was just nice enough to buy a couple of quarts from us, but we don't sell the figs, really.
Yeah, we usually don't. We just did that for her.
Are they
American made, the shellers?
I think I saw that on there that I may be getting it mixed up with my skillet. My skillet's American made.
Yeah, the
I'm
sheller,
not sure about the corn.
I'm not going to say on the sheller because I don't want to say anything wrong.
But we'll check it out.
We can check it out and find out, though. Oh, there's so many questions I was trying to keep up with.
Jam on toast. Where else do you eat that? Yes, we use it in biscuits and toast.
I put it in my oatmeal.
Yeah, you could put it in oatmeal.
Yeah.
You can also make a cake and put figs, if you do the round layers, do 2 round layers and coat the figs in between and on top and make a fig cake, and it's really awesome.
Mine heart says, okay, I'm getting hungry now.
Well, we'll be through in just a minute. Y'all can go eat.
Yeah, no.
Wait, y'all got to go see.
You got to go see Zach.
At American Homestead after us. We're not far from being there.
We're not far from being there.
So, I think we've about covered most of everything.
Let's check out our list here. We're kind of like Brad.
Yeah.
You know, we have our tablet down here too.
And tomorrow, y'all make sure you hit all the shows on the Homestead Network, including Brad at the Big Family Homestead. I think Julianne at Dirt Pat Chevron, Off-Grid Nation, Alderman Farms. I'm missing somebody.
Joe, Homesteadonomics.
Homesteadonomics.
I can't. There's so many people now. Brad's adding them so fast that I can't even.
Y'all just check out the network, and we'll do.
Last question. Are you a Homestead homie? Well,
we haven't gotten a shirt yet.
I haven't got a shirt, so I don't know if I am a Homestead homie or not. If I had a shirt, I might be.
Yeah, we like shirts.
Yeah. Oh, I got one other question. Somebody asked me about fall planting. When is it time to plant tomatoes in the fall, and when is it time to plant things in the greens and stuff like that? Not tomatoes, but greens. I do not personally plant any greens until the nighttime temperatures have actually fallen into the 60s. I like the mid-60s.
Which will probably be about January here. Just saying.
I don't know if it's ever going to be in the 60s again. Yeah, I'll just be honest. If it does, I'll probably have to wear a jacket. You know what I mean?
We will wear a jacket.
I'll probably freeze to death. I'm so used to this heat.
But yeah, if it gets below 60 or below, we'll start planting our kale, tender greens,
broccoli, cabbage, all that stuff.
Everything will go in then. So we have time to do our prayer. You got less than 5 minutes.
Well, I got plenty of time.
Y'all start putting your prayer
requests up, and plus I keep looking at the questions because I hate missing questions because
there's so many that we do miss. We do want to remember Grace.
Yes.
Brad's daughter Grace.
She's got pneumonia. We want to lift her up in prayer.
I think Brad's not feeling real well.
Brad, I could tell when Brad made his video today that his voice was messing up.
So we need to keep them.
Let's see. I'm gonna do like Brad. I'm gonna rub my beard. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right, crops can be seeded in zone 7, middle of August.
In the middle of August here, it's about 115 degrees. We can't do it here.
Yeah, we can't until at least the end of September. I'm trying to read. Hope you have bronchos.
I'm running my water and the heat's kicking my butt. Hey, beef 76, same thing here.
Wayne's Homestead's doing some brim. If he'd bring brim down here, we'd cook them.
Oh, I love brim.
That's one some fine.
I love brim, white perch, bass. You want to call it white perch, sockeye, whatever you want to call them. I mean, I love all that kind of fish.
You're going to have to be saying goodbye because it's almost time.
Okay, for her niece and feelings hurt. Okay.
We're going to say a prayer for all of you that are posting.
Okay. Father, we come to you tonight, Lord, and we just want to lift your name up. We want to praise you. We want to glorify you and your kingdom. Father, we want to thank you that you've been as good to us as you have this week, and you've been better to us than you should have been, Father, because you've allowed us to live through another week. And Father, I just want to thank you for all the people who's been on our channel tonight. I want to tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of them. They mean the world to us, Lord. And I want to lift them up in prayer, and I want to there's probably some of them that's hurting. There's probably some of them that's needing financial assistance, and some of them that's needing marriage problems, and Lord, there's just all kinds of problems that everybody has, family problems, income, all these things, Lord, and I just want to pray for all those needs that our subscribers have and the people watching tonight have, Lord, and just ask that you watch over them and take care of them throughout all this. And Lord, there's a couple of people there that started this homestead. That's Brad. He's not feeling well. We want to lift him up. And Father, we want to lift up his daughter Grace as she's got pneumonia. We just pray for healing for her body, and that she can get back on the road to recovery and have her surgeries that she needs to have. And Lord, I just want to thank you that we have the freedom in this country to do what we do here tonight, to be able to enjoy the company of one another, and we can do it in the Lord's name, and we don't have to worry about the fear of running and hiding right now. And Father, we just want to praise you and thank you for that. And Lord, we just want to ask also that this heat that just keeps encompassing our country, that you just help us break this heat cycle, Father, and that we be able to move on and get some cooler temperatures in here so we can start our gardening and our farming all over again for the fall now. I just want to tell you how much I love you and how much I appreciate you now. And Father, continues once again Bless the people who's been watching tonight. We ask this in thy name. Amen.
We want to
Okay.
thank all of y'all for being here and sticking with us tonight. And
Go over and watch Zach
at the American Homestead.
Let's see. Anything else before we actually get off of here tonight? Thank y'all for your time. Thank you for just sitting here
and thank you so much for ordering seeds. And I will go see right quick to add this back. It may take me a few minutes, and I'll put back some more up. And if it runs out by in the morning, I'll put some more up.
We'll do it again.
And Danny's going to sit and count seeds.
I'm going to continue to count seeds because every pack has around 100 or more seeds in it. So we're going to try to make sure that that's exactly what happens. I hand count and pick them and put them everyone in there. So.
And we're going to have them out. We're sending them out Monday. So within a week, week and a half, if you haven't got your seeds that you ordered, please let me know.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all. Go over to Zach now. Be sure and watch him.